Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Fangoria challenge. This time, Jason and I watched The Devil's Backbone. I know I say this often, but this review will be brief. This is a beautiful, complex film, and there is a lot about it I could spoil, so I'm trying to avoid doing so. The Devil's Backbone is a 2001 supernatural film, written and directed by Guillermo del Toro. It's not just a ghost movie, though. It's so much more. And according to Fangoria, it's one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. The film is set during the Spanish Civil War. A 12-year-old boy named Carlos is sent to live at a destitute orphanage. He takes over bed number 12, which used to belong to a boy named Santi. Unfortunately, Santi went missing under mysterious circumstances. Carlos is not immediately welcomed by the other orphan boys, and in fact is bullied upon his arrival. If that weren't enough to make him feel uncomfortable in his new home, the orphanage is also haunted. Carlos begins seeing the apparition of a boy. The ghost warns him, some will die. But what is a ghost, the movie asks? It's the most important question of the film. Set against a political landscape with a storyline featuring treachery and greed, The Devil's Backbone is a masterwork from Del Toro. I've heard people rave about this movie for years, but it never seemed like my cup of tea. In fact, Jason and I both were not necessarily looking forward to watching this one, and we sort of just wanted to get it over with. Shame on us, though. The Devil's Backbone is fantastic. In Jason's defense, and I'm sure he'll mention this in his review, he did watch it before and wasn't a fan. But he also said he probably just wasn't in the mood for it at the time. This film definitely requires your attention, and all of it. It's a Spanish film in its native Spanish language, but it of course does have English subtitles. It's not just that, though. It's important to pay attention to the complexity of it all, and I mean that in a good way. That's all I want to say about the plot. The Devil's Backbone has a spectacular location and top-notch acting. The effects are simple, subtle, and effective. The time period in which it is set only enhances the storyline. And the movie as a whole is simply classy and beautiful. I enjoyed this so much, I now have to get the Criterion Blu-ray release. Fortunately, I got this special edition DVD super cheap. Watching The Devil's Backbone, I immediately knew what I wanted to recommend, but I honestly didn't think I owned the film. Apparently, I was wrong. Looking on my shelf, there it was, The Orphanage, my relatable recommendation. The Orphanage, while not written or directed by Guillermo del Toro, was presented by him, and it's another supernatural Spanish horror film set in an orphanage. I mean, can you understand why it's the perfect match? The Orphanage was released in 2007 and would make a perfect double feature with The Devil's Backbone. Have you seen The Devil's Backbone? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And please be sure to check out Jason's review. What will we watch next for the Fangoria challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.